to Create This Podcast. So get out, baby, light up my world like nobody. That's what makes you beautiful.
CreativeThis.com presents exclusive interview with One Direction.
Hi, we're One Direction.
Thank you guys.
You're insecure.
Hello, I'm Randy from CreativeThis.com. Hello, Zayn.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Fine too. Happy New Year, by the way.
Thank you, you too. Happy New Year.
Thanks. Where are you right now?
Right now, current moment, I'm in Newcastle in the UK.
Okay, Zayn, let me ask you something about One Direction, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you know One Direction was formed by the X Factor, right? How did you feel at that time when they put you into a group instead of, having you through as a solo performer? How did you feel?
At the time, I auditioned, on the show as a solo artist. Mainly for experience, just because I wanted to kind of get to know the music industry and the X Factor and kind of just get to know what it was about. So to me, it was all experience. So when I got told that I either have to go up to the solo artist or completely, it was it wasn't that hard of a decision to make because I was like, I had to go home for my progression, the competition in the group. So I kind of just went for it, and we were all kind of the same.
Oh, okay. How do you see yourself now as a person, with your celebrity status and all the spotlights around? And how did you manage your fame? Now you're famous, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I have to really manage. I'd just say it's very different to my life before. There is certain things that are a little bit more difficult to do, like, go shopping or whatever. But it's cool. It's really cool. I mean, I'm 19 years old and I'm having the most amazing time ever doing something that I'm doing, so I can't really complain to anything.
So what's the best thing of being famous then?
I don't really think, a specific thing, that's amazing about being famous. I mean, I'm just happy to be, kind of getting on with my career and kind of making music and just being involved with all that kind of stuff. I'm not really thinking to the same.
Okay, now let's talk about your album. At first, I want to say congratulations for your Up All Night album, which I've read before. It's become the fastest-selling debut album in the UK chart 2011, and also the third biggest-selling debut album overall in the UK. Well, congratulations for that. And your recent single, What Makes You Beautiful, has sold almost 8,000 copies in Indonesia. How do you feel about that?
That's amazing. I mean, when we get off the show, the X Factor a year ago, we literally didn't think anything like this would happen. And, it's on an international scale now, which is amazing. And we don't really understand why it's going to happen to us because we kind of just went with it and we kind of just gave it a go. And we've had an amazing response from, fans all over the world. And I think, that's a big help, in Twitter and all the online stuff that we do. But it's amazing to know that we have fans in Indonesia, and I'm very flattered. I don't know if it's amazing.
Tell me more about the album, the stories behind it, and how does it feel to be able to work with Simon Cowell and have Kelly Clarkson on the list too?
We worked with a lot of amazing people for our first album. There's a lot of, big UK artists that worked with us on it as well. Band called McFly, one of the guys from there, basically wrote a song. Ed Sheeran wrote a song. Kelly Clarkson wrote a song. We worked with like one. We worked with so many different people, and we were blown away. It's amazing to be able to work with these kind of people and be given these kind of opportunities.
I saw on the list that you wrote 3 songs, maybe you guys, 5 of you wrote 3 songs, right?
Yeah, we co-wrote 2 songs of the album, we did. We co-wrote Same Mistake, Everything About You, Taken.
Lots of Directioners here, especially the girls, want to know if you're going to have a project of making a video that will involve your fans all around the world. We know that your recent single is one thing and the concept is kind of like that. Would you make, even wider?
We do like to get our fans involved, so yeah, that could definitely be a great idea for a video, I guess. Yeah, getting all the fans involved, that would be really cool.
the fourth single, I heard some of them mention More Than This. Is that right?
More Than This, the single.
Is that gonna be your next single, maybe? Because I heard some of them mention More Than This to be your next single.
That would be amazing if it was. But we don't actually know what the actual song is going to be yet. We kind of seen how one thing does. But maybe it will be our next single. Who knows? It is an amazing song, and hopefully, who knows? Could be.
So, do you guys have any upcoming projects? Since you have fans all around the world that are dying to meet you guys, do you have any plans for a maybe world tour?
Yeah, maybe, who knows? There's a lot of things up in the air that, we can't really confirm, but who knows, it could be a world tour. But I know the album is released over there, February 3rd, to you guys. So, I think that's the next thing for you guys to look forward to. But, maybe we'll come out and do some stuff over there, when the album's up.
Yeah, have you considered Asia and put Asia on your schedule for world tour and maybe Indonesia?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've got plans to come to Asia anyway, so I'm sure Indonesia will be on the way.
Do you know something about Indonesia? Maybe someone ever mentioned Indonesia?
I've heard of Indonesia before, yeah. It's one about its cool and stuff, but I'm very intrigued to come over and see what it's like. I'm sure it's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Cool. Can't wait for you guys. Come here. Now about fans. We did a poll before today about which member they like the most to be interviewed by us, and most of the Directioners chose you. You should be happy for that. What does that mean for you personally? And what does the word fans mean to you?
What the fans mean to me? Fans are amazing. Like, we just really don't understand, where the support really comes from. We kind of we're just fighting lads that kind of, have been given this amazing opportunity to be a band, to do something that we love doing, which is singing and performing. And people seem to like it, and our fans support us, and they're amazing, and they kind of, stick with us. So the fans are very special to me.
So, the most unforgettable moment you've ever had with your fans?
Whenever I'm on stage, it's an unforgettable moment. Like, whenever I'm on stage performing, to the people that we perform to, that's unforgettable. It's amazing. It's what I love doing.
Are you guys active on the social networks like Twitter or Facebook?
Yeah.
So do you guys do a follow back, because lots of Directioners want me to ask these questions?
Yeah. I think Twitter, obviously, all the online stuff kind of really helps when you're trying to, be known, and it's amazing the kind of response you get on Twitter, from all different countries and stuff, and we do try to, follow as many of our fans back as we can, or speak to as many as we can. It's just the more people that find out about us, the harder it is for us to reply to people because there's so many, but we do try our best and our hardest to reply to as many people as we can.
Well, here in Indonesia we have, your fan base called, One Direction _ID. You might want to look for it. One Direction had been a trending topics in Indonesia several times, and a couple of it went on to become a worldwide trend topics. Did you happen to notice that?
Yeah, we do see a lot of trends worldwide, and it's amazing, and we don't really understand what people could be talking about, still talking about, but it's amazing, and we're massively flattered, and we just don't really understand the vibe when we come to our band.
Yeah, they did Indonesia loves one day, and I wish one day come to Indonesia, stuff like that. One last thing, will you say something to your Indonesian Directioners?
Okay, yeah, a message to our Indonesian Directioners. Can I just say, I'm actually thanking to everyone that is supporting us and following us and, taking the time to listen to our music and enjoying that. And we just just want to say massive thank you. We're massively grateful to everyone that goes down by the album or by the singles. And we're massively grateful and thankful that you guys, like what we're doing. And yeah, it's amazing, so thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Zayn. We really appreciate this interview and hope you'll come to Indonesia to do a tour here.
I look forward to it, I can't wait.
Well, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it's definitely be on the talk this year.
Okay.
So, see you when we come over.
Okay then.
Okay.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Creative Disc Podcast.